Everybody, welcome back. I'm the Strategy Professor. Let's go ahead and get back in here. Do another episode in our newest Legendary Queek campaign. Everybody pretty much is healed up from last time. I think we just go Crimson Guard here. Or, life is very cheap. Okay, well, we just want this guy to win some fights with us.
Chosen. Keep Gracia scum away.
Gonna make me fight it. I really don't want to lose the Storm Vermin. I mean, the Storm Vermin aren't like super valuable, but I'm also worried maybe they just randomly kill the Warp Lightning Cannon. I guess it wouldn't matter that much. I'm about to replace it with catapults. Whatever, we'll just...
Who dares challenge me?
Not bad, not bad. Okay. Nice, nice. Now we're getting some cash.
Scurry away, things. Queek merciful. More Queek. Warlord Queek Hetika.
Still not happy, even though we want to fight.
Let the bell scream, scream.
I think just violent rise to power. Character leadership +5. I mean, that's pretty good. It is going to lower the Grey Seers even more. We could also start going for eventually getting over to Quartermaster and Renowned and Feared, and then Mine All Mine is also really good. Like, so many good things over here. Enemy hero success chance -15%. Even Trophy Heads is nice for, you know, dueling enemy lords. We don't need the Storm Vermin one yet. I think the 2 public order is potentially a thing. We can't get this yet. I want to get Taskmaster. Post-battle loot, 15% could also be pretty good. Or engineering skill for the catapult. I think the catapults are going to clean house anyways right now. May not even... I don't even think we need Lightning Strike because of our ambush. But like getting Feared and Renowned, or Renowned and Feared... It's just so good. Like Wary, that's -15%, and then this is like -10%, it's 25%. And there was something else too, where it's like they're just not going to be able to use their heroes on us, which will be glorious. There's so many good things. I think I know this is going to be good, the ambush. So let's just get that. The public order will also be pretty handy later on. Oh, that's the thing that also does the enemy. So that's 20 off of that, and then 10 off of that, that's 30. And then if we get this, that's -45% probability that they're going to get it. Okay.
Better than Thankwall. Yes, yes.
Oh, he's outside the town. That's what I like to see. Now he cannot dash down, I don't think. Can he? Oh yeah, he can. Okay, we can get him in on some more fights then. Level him up, maybe he'll be happy. Come on, bro, we can go murder together. I'll keep you around, I promise I won't murder you like the previous 4 guys. Hey, they turned on me though. It was their fault.
Gouger is ready.
If we lose some clan rats, I don't care. I mean, honestly, even if we lose the storm vermin, I don't care that much.
Release slaves. For match.
Yeah, we're overflowing with food now. I think the food might be a little bit easier in the early game with SFO.
Run things. Tell all Queek comes.
Money. Clan rats and shields. Okay. Hold on to those.
The
Clan,
Under Empire
Vulcan,
spreads.
Tail Smashers. Okay.
Dreki Seklik.
What was the 30% post-battle loot? Mine all mine with the 15% item stealing.
Eight beaks is mine. Mine.
Okay, so we just want Pestilent Breath and Vermintide. Basically, it gives you 6 extra clan rats that you can summon. Now, this used to only cost you 3 in the base game with Vermintide. This used to cost you 3. This was like 5 or something in the base. It's just like insane. Like, I think that the Plague, their Vortex spell, is one of the first like stationary Vortex spells. I guess there's a couple other ones. Shadow Magic and Elves had one too. But it was super effective, and it only cost like 12 or something in the base game. So...
Great victory. Good. Stab, gouge.
They're gonna make me actually fight this one, probably. It's not giving us good
Swell
numbers
the
there.
hordes of Moors.
Okay, let's fight this one.
Time
They
for
don't have
things
any
to
lords,
die.
so we can probably just right-click them. Alright, let's give Queek Perfect Vigor and Leadership. Sure, let's put on that guy.
Next time.
So, what we want to do now is we take this. The dwarves are going to come up here soon. But we can take this and then try to grab these mountains off the dwarves and then work our way off to the right to pick off some of those other units.
To Queek. Got master. Ready. Creek and a car. Guide us, Horned One. Horned One, hear me. For the Valentine.
Yeah, if you just
Skaven slaves.
right-click, probably them.
Faster, scurry. Skitter and leap. Attack, charge. Gracie.
Yeah, the plague magic is some of the best in the game, at least in the base game, and I think it's still really good. It's just so versatile. Stuff is pretty cheap. You have units you can summon, you have a vortex spell, you have a wind spell, you have several really good debuff spells.
Yes. At once. Comply, agree. Master of masters. Very good, master.
You put this lock on here, then that allows you, if you right click, just to basically just run at the enemy in this formation. So you just charge everything forward. If you don't do that, then all of your units will run towards a single unit.
In slingers. Your desire. I am Clan Moors. Scurry. Kill, yes. Charge! Move! Conrads! Storm vermin! Now, ready, now! Conrads! Master kill! Ready, ready! Clan rats! Skitterleaf!
Yeah. It's still a pretty good wind spell.
Scurry race!
Especially when you're flanking people.
What? Skaven slaves! Clan rats! Essin slingers! Skrenrika Vokrek! Yes, master! Scurry! Queek head taker!
So I'm gonna try to get in and just flank from behind. Skaven are all about those flanks, man. You just get those surrounds, it just destroys their morale. You just have so much surface area. So you just kind of run at them like that, form a big line, and then just like curl around the sides a lot of times with a couple of your infantry units.
We obey.
Take the hold off so they can just go. And they're all gonna die.
What? I see. God. Stammering.
Those guys, they don't rally.
Run, skitter. Person, hurry. Conrads. Whiskers forward. Kill. Slide. Stab. Murder. Kill. Must eat warpstone.
I don't know if he has to lead the fights.
Ready.
Alright.
Skaven slaves. Horn rats will.
I don't know if they have to like actually lead the fight in order to gain the loyalty. I think it's just a percentage chance to gain loyalty.
Back underground.
Now there is that one. Isn't one of the? I have to look and see. One of the rights, I believe, has a chance to give you loyalty.
Skaven.
So maybe we should explore that a little more.
Greatest of magic users.
Anything that's kind of.
Yes.
Okay, they're all gonna die. They're in a town, so we can just get rid of that. Queek's got that 20% casualty replenishment. And then I think we get another, like, if we have a lot of food, I think it's like 10% more. It might even be 20% more.
My win. Nothing to do with you.
Nice extra loot. Opal, okay.
Send minions. Find treasure warpstone.
Do we have enough movement
Take still. Make Queek rich.
to sack this and then occupy? I'm not sure. If
Find
we do on the
trinkets
same
for
turn.
Clan Moors.
I can't remember. I should have looked to see.
Send minions. Find treasure warpstone. Take still. Make Queek rich.
It's only 600 more gold. I don't want to waste time.
Find trinkets for Clan Moors.
Yeah, I'll just loot and occupy because I don't remember how much
Power of head
movement I
taker.
had. It's not worth it to spend an extra turn to do it. If that was what it was going to come down to, because this army's still costing me
Need more trophies,
2,200.
yes,
So
yes.
if I, it takes an extra turn to get, 600 more gold, it's not going to be worth. Okay, rank 11 by turn 8. I like it. Okay, so we've got all of this stuff. So now the question is, do we want to buff up engineering skill right now, or do we want to go for like some of this stuff? I think we probably just go for the blue stuff, right? Maybe just looter. Minus 8% upkeep for all units is pretty legit, though. This is 4% for all units and income. Probably want corruptive. Or just looter, 3% from sacking. I mean, realistically, it's probably, yeah, just looter. I mean, the other, that's very tempting though. It's giving you some nice choices, but I think we just want to get to the money.
Thanks to my plan.
Money, money, money. Even though we're doing well on money right now, there will come a time where we don't do as well. Wow, we can already hire rank 8 clan rats. Maybe we should have done the other thing. What is the
8 beats is mine.
Whip smart? It would give them leadership, missile resist, and melee attack. Okay. Warp smart is 12% missile damage, which is very nice. Okay.
What?
We'll talk about some more of these tier 3 units in a second. I'm just trying to cover so much ground in the first couple episodes. Hey, we did like 7 turns in the first episode, so that's pretty legit. That's a nice speed. For me, at least.
Where shadow, horned rat.
Let's get rid of that. Don't tax it. Save some money. And then we're going to push south. But we need to probably have a little pit stop here and pick up some of these first. It's going to be like a little 5-turn detour. So what we could do, because I can't really beat the dwarves. I'm pretty sure I can't beat the dwarves unless I get the catapults. We might be able to beat this little small town.
Let the bear scream.
I mean, we could come up here and just like double raid this and just try to kill a rebellion. Okay, he's a little happier about that. Messenger. Can we give him a couple other dinky items that don't matter? Makes him happy. I'm not giving him my Skaven brew. He can have opal amulet. It's fine. Okay, nothing else there. I mean, we could come over here and hit Numas. I've thought about doing that. And we can just turn it into a, we can just Skaven colonize it or whatever. What do we need for this? 3 techs, okay. How much money do they have? This town, 300, okay, not worth still. So we could just hit that up and then, maybe we'll do that. And then just put an Undercity there. If you win a fight against a town, you can put an Undercity there. It can be a little awkward if, you know, you're not going to take the property for a while because you have to declare war on somebody and they could come at you, obviously. Like, Numas could come at us. We're probably not going to be happy about that if we start fighting them. But it does give you extra income and the potential to spread more. So we could, like, hit Numas, put an Undercity there, and then go off to the right, get peace with them after 10 turns or something if we can, and then go off to the right if we don't want to fully occupy Numas. And I don't think we want, like, a big war until we get the catapults. I mean, we could also take a peek down there and see what the dwarves have. I really don't want to try to... dwarves have very good tier 1 infantry. But they get shattered by the catapults. They just crush... Because they're grudge throwers, can't match the catapults to begin with. But then also, you can just spawn a bunch of clan rats, you know, with menace from below and knock out their artillery while your artillery is just beating them down. Rat ogres are also extremely good. Cool. Okay, so he did gain a little bit from giving him some items. Okay, so now we can go... definitely this. Now, I like doing Weapons Burrow as well. I should have deleted this last turn. The question is, like, do I really even need the Weapons Burrow? Because if I get rid of this growth, it's going to slow us down considerably. So maybe I just hold on to the growth. Maybe the Weapons Burrow is overkill for now. I really, really like these Deathglow Bombardiers. I love all the weapons teams. It's like one of my favorite trees in the game. They're just so fun. They do a bunch of different things. They just look cool as hell. I love them. But it is expensive. It's 4,000. Money's not really an issue right now. I just think that having the extra growth, maybe I'm just trying to justify forgetting to sell it last turn, but I think we'll pass on that. So other options that I think I mentioned these before, they're pretty good. Like, I don't like these Berserking guys that much. They're kind of expensive. With whatever, the Pestilence guy, they're pretty good. I'm blanking on his name right now. Skrulk. They're all right. He does give a lot of bonuses to him. I still wasn't super impressed. These are better, for sure. They do, like, really nice armor-piercing damage, but I would still only run maybe one or two, but I wouldn't make them the centerpiece of your strategy. Stormbearer, we talked about them. You don't need those as much. Gutter Runners are better, but that's probably the weakest of all the, like, tier 3s you could get. The Assassin's pretty good, though. It would be nice to have an Assassin we could just send out to scout, just to find other Skaven so we can start doing diplomacy with them. Rat Ogres are an interesting case. When the game first came out, I would rush Rat Ogres, and those are pretty good against Lizardmen specifically, who Queek fights in the Vortex campaign, because they give, and I think they've been nerfed a little bit, but they have a really nice charge bonus, very high weapon damage. They're terrible in sieges, and they're terrible against missile fire, though, because they have, like, very low missile resistance, low armor. They just weigh a lot, and they get a huge charge. They're great against tearing up Saurus, whereas, like, these are okay against Saurus. They're still pretty good. But either way, these are way better on sieges, and a lot of the fights when we're fighting are sieges. That's what it comes down to. So it's like, it's not that Rat Ogres are terrible. They're pretty good open field. They're like little cavalry you can get, pretty much. Like shot cav. But ultimately, play claw is better. And, you know, building into, I think that now, after the newest expansion the newest DLC for Skaven a few months ago, I think Doomflayers are just better versions of the Rat Ogres. They're about the same price. Rat Ogres do have more HP, but these have 100 armor, which gives them a lot more effective health. They get a bonus versus infantry. So these can actually stand in combat and fight because they have so much armor. If they're actually winning the fight, they get another 25 armor, and you can get some upgrades to them. When you're upgrading your catapults, it's going to upgrade these also for, I think, an additional, like, 12 armor. So these things can be sitting on, like, 137 armor, which is going to be virtually unbreakable unless they're against halberds. So these are also a little bit faster, vigor resistant. They do basically the same amount of damage, but they end up having more melee attack in combat because they get that 25 versus infantry. So they can just hang out in combat and fight, and they're still getting 55 versus infantry. So I just think that makes them way better on sieges than the Rat Ogres. And it doesn't require an extra building. Like, building slots are tight, you know. I don't have enough room to build every building you could possibly build, so this just comes naturally with the Plague Claw building. So it's already just right in line. Awesome. So that's why I don't do the old, like, rush tier 3 ASAP and go for Rat Ogres like I did with the first Queek campaign. Okay, so this is the anti-Skaven building. So it's 4. Discover undersaves by 4. So really, when you're building your stuff, you need to be careful. Like, if you're going for 60... Sadie, what are you doing? Okay. She's, like, just crawling around. So we are going to have a rebellion fairly soon, so we have to decide. They're going to have an army sitting close to there because they just took that town a little bit ago, so I just think we can't mess with them. It's totally possible that I shouldn't have even taken this town yet. I mean, if they take it, it's not going to be a big deal. I just sold it, but maybe I should have put an Undercity here instead. But the thing is, they're going to mass up and build more units if I did that. So,
Chosen.
I don't know. Tough call.
Warlord Queek.
I mean, I guess we could just... Where's the property line for this? Right here. We could just come down here and raid.
A magic stick.
Or we could just come over here and raid. Who do I want to mess with? Do I want to mess with... Who's stronger, Numas or... I know eventually I want to take out Libars. Oh, Numas is really weak right now, actually.
Find
Maybe we
my
can kill him
harem.
while we're waiting. You also have the Underway, which I love. It's one of my favorite abilities in the game.
True tunnel.
It's because you get to bypass all the terrain. It's glorious.
Mighty warrior champion. All hail Hornet Rat.
Okay, so I'm going to pop this guy in here and just have him keep hiring.
Now.
Just so that he gets more loyalty.
Harbinger of doom.
Okay, yeah, we're just gonna hire all of the slaves that we can. He does get plus 10 leadership on him because they're virtually free. I mean, they're like 25 gold each. And I don't know how it calculates like loyalty. I think if you just hire units, it gives you loyalty. I don't think it matters if it's high tech or low tech units. I'm not 100% about that though.
Mine.
But like it says here, improve it by winning battles, recruiting units, making diplomatic treaties, or equipping items, or completing missions. So if we make treaties with people, that would
What you
help,
want? I'm in charge here.
I don't think anyone wants to do business with us yet. Okay.
More head skulls.
Waiting 5 more turns. I still think I don't want to upgrade this yet. I just don't see a reason to do it. I could get a little bit more money, you know, if I did, but I think just trying to get to tier 4 is where I want to be. And if the dwarfs want to go take out that little town, you know, that I just took, that's fine. It's whatever. We can just come take it back from them. But this will go ahead and start building up public order for us so that when we do, or, yeah, it'll preserve public order a little bit so that when we do take it back, you know, maybe we don't get a rebellion right away. So we're just kind of biding our time until... until we can get the catapults to go take out Numas. Now, I'm not sure if... I don't think we can siege Numas, and I don't think we want to go out there. Until later. Now, picking a fight, just a random war with Numas, maybe that's not a good idea. I just want something to do with my time. And I think I'm not going to go out there and kill them just yet. I think they'll get peace with us after like 10 turns. I don't think the turn destroyer really adds that much. It's like maybe 30 seconds a turn. I mean, that does add up later on, but I just didn't want Empire to get completely removed from the game because we might interact with them later.
Keep Gracious scum away. Doom decay.
Oh, I forgot. I kind of want him in on this fight. Just so he gets experience. That's fine. He can just dash in.
Far scum. Rat mage.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go for that. Now, who are they fighting?
Address me as your highness.
Next desert. They're not fighting anybody right now. Okay, so... they just have a really weak army.
Warlord Queek.
Smell your weakness.
Fight me, fight Queek. Stab, gouge.
They're gonna make us fight it. Okay.
Time for things to die.
So yeah, once again, we're just buying time. We're waiting on catapults. We got a couple of turns, so might as well just kill somebody, you know. So we're not gonna try to take this property because, well, I guess we could. I guess we could take this property and then use our catapult to just grab this desert area and then go down and mess with the dwarves later. Hadn't really thought about it, but I mean, I did want to go down to the bottom right. I mean, I could be potentially surrounded by hostiles if I do that. So I might be opening a can of worms there, but I do have 2 armies. Or I'm going to have 2 armies eventually, once the Grace here gets powered up a little bit. So we could just go for Undercity. We'll think about it. We could just go for Undercity, or Undercity seems like probably the safer bet.
Yes.
What are these? Oh, Nehekar horsemen.
Yes, yes. Glacier. Fight. Seek. Horned one. Here, Mimi. Scamper Scully. Council's command. Storm vermin. Yes, yes. Hey, run, chase. Scurry, yes, yes. At once, master. At once.
Ooh. I forgot they have like a tombstone craft.
Move. Rick-a-rack.
Let's go get him then. Mike's sitting here chilling. Forget about the tombstone. Let's get these slaves over here. Come on, boys.
Yes, yes. Hasten, hurry.
Well, I guess... hold on. There's not a real reason to be rash here. Let's just...
Move. Guide us, horned one.
Yes, they already tombstoned us. It's annoying. But we kind of want to wait on these slaves.
Scream, Ricato, crack.
To roll up here, too. Watch this wasting resources.
Clan rats. Hasten, hurry. Attack, charge.
And we're turning around. Okay, they're coming at us, so we're just gonna...
Quick, quick. Warp cannon lighting. Skaven slaves. March, scurry, yes. Murder, kill, kill. Die, die. At once. Slave, stabber. Murder, kill, kill. Time to kill. Yeah, scurry, move. Council's command. Place. Scurry. For the vermin tide. Die. Yes, onward, fool. Ruination. Queek head taker. Back underground. March, scurry, dasher. Council's command. We obey. Moving. Onwards. Skrenrika Bokrek. Glacier. Now. At once. Storm vermin. Shriek. Die. Clan rats. We obey. Scupper down. X-cast. Yes. Kitanip. John Vermin. What orders? Slingers. Our tail's yours. Yes, master. Scurry. Advance retreat.
Right.
Clan agrees.
God, I hate the Ashopti. They're so freaking annoying. They always spawn it like right on top of your
Spears. Attack. Charge.
right on top of your artillery, and they just do not move. Like they
Our tail's yours.
hardcore focus your artillery.
Clan rats. Faster, scurry. Attack. Faster, scurry. For the vermin tide. Can I see it? Spellcasting. Attack! Charge! Faster! Scurry! I'm now ready. Rapid goodbye, attack! Excuse me! Clan rats! Move! Move! For the verming tide! At once! Stab! Stab! Ruination! Clan rats! We will abide! For real.
Kind of firing into our own troops a little bit here. I mean, it's not a huge deal. Come on. Got it. Okay. Storm vermin. Yeah, so okay, do I want to do Undercity or do I want to actually like stick my head out there and try to fight these guys? I don't think I want to get all into the dead. I think I need to take care of these dwarfs and then take care of the back right corner first, and then we can do desert and work our way up.
My win. Nothing to do with you.
Charge bonus. Okay, we'll give that to the Graves here.
Take still, make Queek rich. Blessed by horned rat.
I'm gonna say splat the rat. I'm not giving you my stuff. I don't know what effect that has. It has to do with the quest battle.
Warlord Queek-hetic.
Now, there's no cooldown on spawning Undercities, I believe, with your heroes. It's only if with the other people. Okay, they actually took Springs of Life from some of the other people.
Tell Nordwell of Queek's victory. Soon. Doom decay. Keep Gracia scum away.
Okay, so you can still sack and then expand under.
They take a march soon. Need more trophies, yes. Listen to me.
Now he's getting up there. Okay, so I think we're just gonna do Wither next. Well, I mean, really, just Vermintide and Pestilent Breath is probably fine. So let's just do Root Marcher and Inspiring Presence. Or, I mean, if we're going to have a bunch of Skaven slaves with him instead of the traditional clan rats, maybe we just go for Ancient Cunning. I think having the leadership effect is really good, though. Let's go with that, and then we'll figure it out later. Because these are obviously not going to have a lot of leadership,
yes.
so...
Queek always wins.
Okay, and then what do we want to do here? I think just the money is probably fine. We're good on food for now. We could also put the spread there. We are kind of rich. Okay, and then in 10 turns we can try to get peace, or if they're salty about it, they can come step up and we can kill them. It's fine. Okay, so we're still waiting several turns before we get this next upgrade. I forgot the third one's that much. I guess it is, and the fourth one's like 1,500. So it's still gonna take us. Okay, it take us like 20 turns.
Scream.
Yeah, Mount Arachnos, we're just leaving alone. People like us. Oh, they actually like that we're a great power.
Thanks to my plan, victory. I do not care about dead things.
No. You're on the hit list, sweetheart. God, Grimgor. Grimgor is so trash, man. He's one of the worst legendary lords. From what, unless they buffed him a lot, but I've did an Azog campaign fairly recently with Grimgor, and it just, I mean, he does give some buffs, like his buffs to Black Horse are pretty good, but like, he's just slow, he's clunky, he doesn't have any cool abilities. It's like literally you just right click him and that's it. It just feels like he just never puts up numbers. He never gets kills, he can't duel enemy lords. I don't know. I'm always very disappointed with Grimgor, because I feel like he should, you know, be more of a general. He should be, you know, leading those armies in, giving big buffs to everybody and all this stuff. And the last time I played him, which I think was in spring or whatever, I played Azog and Confederate and got him. I just was not impressed. Azog, however, is great. Azog eventually gets magic, and he gives like plus 10 leadership to everybody, which is fantastic. If you want to rush something like trolls early, which I think are very
Your
very
prestige grows, my lord.
if you can get the leadership.
News of
against,
your conquest spreads far and wide. You're developing.
Another Scheme of Doom.
What?
Oh, sacking that did, I guess, allow us to trigger the Scheme of Doom, which you want to do always on cooldown to get the Warlock Engineer, or the Warplock Engineer. Get an Undercity.
Where's my doom racket? You're in my objects. Rat mage.
Okay, so they're not moving on us yet. Yeah, I think I don't want to go that much deeper.
My servant fails me.
I don't think I want to fight him 20 on 20 right now. On his text. Okay, so 4 turns we get the extra 10 armor on Clan Rats, which is huge. Well,
Stink of betrayal strong.
I guess we can just sit here one more turn to hire that.
Grey harbinger of doom.
Alright, let's come over here.
Sorcerer, inventor,
Some extra public order. A little bit, not a lot. We're gonna have to fight a rebellion here. Actually,
Kill them again, yes.
I might want to sit outside of the town just so we can fight that rebellion sooner. That's right.
Council.
Yeah, let's fight that rebellion a little bit sooner. And then,
Dreki Greek. Move.
You think, is that a Star Wars reference? So is that a Star Wars reference? What, wasn't it called something other than Empire? Isn't it like the... I don't remember what it was called. I don't think it's Empire, though. Like the, you know, the bad guys. Is it the Empire? Oh, I guess it's Empire Strikes Back. Okay. Yeah, Rebels. I thought it... Okay. I thought it was called something else. Anyways, okay. That's right. Alright, let's just go with this. We'll just rate them. I mean, I don't know. It's going to make them mad. Oh, actually, hold up. Well, it's going to cost me money. If I raid my property, it's going to cost me money. I guess I could just rate. I guess just rate them. There's not even a point in rating them, though. Because I've already, like, maxed out food. It's just going to piss them off more. I think, well, I'm already at war with them. But then they might be less likely to get peace with me if I raid them eventually. It's not looking very peaceful anyways. Maybe we just bait them and kill them after we get the catapults. We just kill them instead of dwarfs first. Alright, whatever. Let's just raid them.
Raid and find.
Okay, and we're still not going to upgrade that. This is still not upgrading. So the dwarfs might come kill at any moment. I guess, I mean, there's really not a point in getting the animal cages. We don't have any trade partners, and we... Yeah, I don't want to waste money on it. Oh, I get... Okay, so we could throw growth down there. I didn't think about that. We could throw a growth building in there. Maybe I should have done that. Because that growth, I believe, stays even if they, like, take it. I think when you take it back, you still have the same growth that you had before. So maybe, like, getting the growth and just stocking up a bunch of growth would have been worth. This song always reminds me of that Family Guy episode. Peter, like, joins some band. It's like, da-da-da-da-da-da. I don't know, my wife's listening to some music in the background. And I would walk 500 miles. Yeah, it does take a little bit longer for the end turn, I think. You know, if you don't have the ME turn destroyer. But I just feel like if you're using SFO, it does crush Empire, like, particularly hard. I still think it... I mean, maybe it shaves off 30 seconds per turn. Maybe there's a little bit more...
I will kill you.
I feel like it's no more than a minute.
I am Queek. I am mighty.
No. I mean, I know that does add up. You know, if we go through 7 episodes, if it's up to 1 minute or something extra, that's 7 minutes per episode. But usually I can explain and talk about some stuff while we're messing with that. Silver. Okay.
It is night.
Is he?
I hunt.
Huh.
I forbid this. The council's voice.
Alright, so we're gonna head out here. I'm gonna try to put this building in Himri. Now Himri might have some detection. I mean, like, the best place you could put this is, I think, Tyrion's town over here, but it's so far. I just think I'm just gonna put it in Himri, because I'm not gonna do that for a while, and it gets to be a pretty big city that can have a lot of money. Now, sometimes they have some anti-Skaven measures there. Where's another, like, rich town? I mean, I guess you could send it north and try to put it in like the dwarf Kara's at Karak. May not be bad. That's still quite a ways to go. So you have to run all the way up here. I think we go with Hemry, because I'm not going to come out there for a while, probably. I mean, I guess it's possible. I don't know. I think Hemry's a good place to start. It's not that far away, but it's far enough to where I'm not going to take it super early. I mean, unless I just want to go full offense and just try to take the desert early and just say whatever to these guys. That would open me up to be able to maybe confederate with Skrulk over here if I did that. And maybe be able to spot Skaven Blight also. I don't know, maybe that's smart.
I, mighty warrior champion.
Okay, let's do I forgot to hire last turn, I think, too. He's got good loyalty, but let's just oh no, we need to do the plate clause. Who's gonna hire him? So this guy can run over here. Let's just have this dude sit in the town for now and hire him. We can have him outside of the town just for the public order stuff.
Hail, horned rat.
I think 4 is fine.
Need more trophies, yes.
I think I can still sit here and raid. If he attacks me, I can just run away. And then maybe counterattack him next turn.
What now?
Alright, we're pretty much at time, so we'll just see what happens at the end of this turn. Then we should have our catapults online. We have
Let the bears scream.
3 more turns before we get to 3 growth, and then it's probably going to be 15 turns maybe after that.
Unnatural dead man things.
Before we get to turn 4, but the catapults should be good enough. Okay, so Lybaris took care of business over there. Zeta, you need to chill. Another reason to kind of wait on the Storm Vermin is like, you know, we could get a Storm Vermin building in any tier 3 building, you know, like, they're not that rare. They are nice on sieges to have some Storm Vermin. They're really expensive for what they are early. I just feel like Clan Rats, you know, these fights haven't really been that competitive just because we have so many units. Like, they just can't hang. I mean, there's just so many upgrades for Clan Rats early. I think in my first Queek campaign that I did, now the game has changed a lot since then, but when Warhammer 2 first came out, you know, I was using Storm Vermin like really late, like past 100 turns into the game before I had to start upgrading.
Do not betray your king.
Okay, so he can hit me, but I should be able to run away.
Superior.
Yeah, probably just Draft Master. I feel like the catapults are going to be pretty strong anyways. So I just want to double down on just all the money that we're getting and the Quartermaster and all that stuff.
Grey harbinger of doom.
Okay, and then we'll have the catapults next turn, so we might even be able to hand off some catapults and then come hit these guys up if we want to.
Mine.
We probably do need to kill that army at least, just so they don't backdoor us if we try to go south. I mean, maybe we do try to go for the maybe we cancel this. Maybe we do cancel it and just try to grab this province. That's pretty spooky, though. 14, 16, 17 units. I mean, the dwarfs are going to be pretty rough. Well, actually, they're not nearly as tough. I only have, like, a handful of units. Okay. So maybe we just kill this army. Leave them alone. And then go down and start working the dwarves. Just slow them down a little bit, and then we can come back and revisit them later. Yeah, it seems alright. Okay.
Keep Grace's
That.
Challenge me!
Catapults.
Vermintide.
I'm gonna get a rebellion also.
Doommonger.
I guess maybe we kill the rebellion, come over here. Alright, that's what we'll do. Let me just double check this stuff. I guess we could just not kill the rebellion for a little bit. I don't know. They could get some scary units, though. Oh, did I not move this dude this turn? Or did I already move in? Damn it. I can't remember. I think I forgot to move in. That's rough. Okay. But that's going to be it for this episode. We'll see what happens here during this end turn. So we're still just going to keep teching up, try to get to those upgrade weapon teams. Tier 4 is good, but once we can start getting the, or Tier 3 is good, but once we can start getting the Giselles and the Warplock Engineer, the Plague Priest or whatever, like all this stuff's, those are big game changers. And that stuff's expensive too, so we gotta... You know, we've got 17,000 gold. We're not rich. Like, upgrading all those buildings is probably going to cost over 20,000, so...
No, Gracia, never wrong.
I forbid this.
Yeah, I think we do have to kill them. We'll do that next turn, though. Where, I think... Can't remember where the... I think Hemry's, like, over here. Like right in this area, maybe. Anyways, we'll get back at it next episode. So thank you very much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe if you enjoy the content. And if you would like to sponsor a campaign yourself, just email me at thestrategyprofessor@gmail.com. Let me know what you have in mind. And we'll see everybody next time. Have a great day.